If your cat suddenly starts climbing on you, don't ignore it. Most owners think it's just because you're warm. They're wrong. The real reason is far more emotional, and by the end of this video, you'll never look at this behavior the same way again. Picture this. You sit down on the couch. Your cat walks right past its own bed, ignores the blanket, ignores the sofa cushion beside you, and climbs straight onto your chest. Why you, specifically, when every comfortable option in the house was right there? There's a chain of hidden behaviors that lead up to that exact moment, small signals your cat sends every single day that you've probably never fully understood. Some of them look like affection. Some of them look like the complete opposite of affection. And a few of them are going to completely change how you see your cat by the time we're done. Let's decode them one by one. You leave a jacket on the chair, a shirt on the bed, and within minutes your cat is on it, kneading it, circling it, curling up and falling asleep on it, while completely ignoring every other soft, warm surface in the room. Most owners assume it's about comfort. Maybe the fabric is soft, maybe the spot happens to be warm. But that's not what's actually happening. This is about scent. Your clothing carries the most concentrated version of you that exists anywhere in your home, even more concentrated than your skin. Because fabric holds onto scent for hours after you've left the room. When you're not physically present, that shirt or that jacket becomes the closest thing your cat has to you. Animal behaviorists studying attachment in cats have observed that this behavior shows up strongest in cats with the deepest bond to their humans. It's not the cats who are indifferent to you who pile onto your laundry, it's the ones who miss you the most. Your cat isn't sleeping on your shirt. They're sleeping as close to you as they possibly can, in the only way available to them when you're gone. That was scent from a distance. Now watch what happens when they actually touch you. You reach toward your cat, and instead of pulling away, they push their cheek into your hand and drag it slowly across your palm. It happens fast a second. Maybe two, and most people barely register it beyond thinking, that's sweet. It is sweet, but it's also something far more deliberate than it looks. Cats have scent glands concentrated along their cheeks and around their mouth, producing a chemical signature that's completely unique to them, almost like a signature written in scent instead of ink. When your cat rubs their cheek against your hand, they aren't just enjoying the contact, they're actively depositing that signature onto you. In the feline world, you only mark what belongs to you. Cats don't scent mark strangers. They don't scent mark furniture they don't care about. They mark the things and the people that matter to their sense of home. Your cat isn't being cute in that moment. Your cat is signing their name on you, quietly, in a language that existed long before either of you learnt to speak. That's how they mark you. But their body is also constantly telling you how they feel, every second of every day if you know how to read it. Your cat's body is a live dashboard of emotion, broadcasting information constantly. Most owners only catch a fraction of it. Start with the tail. A tail held straight up means confidence your cat is comfortable, happy and greeting you like royalty. A tail curved into a soft question mark shape means playfulness, an invitation to interact. A tail that's puffed up like a bottle brush means fear or a serious threat response. And a tail held low, tucked in close to the body, signals anxiety, submission, or sometimes pain. Then there are the ears. Ears facing forward mean curiosity your cat is locked in and engaged with whatever has their attention. Ears relaxed and slightly to the side mean contentment, but ears pinned flat against the head are a warning most owners miss entirely, that cat is uncomfortable, possibly frightened, and does not want to be touched right now. A lot of scratches happen in exactly this moment, when someone reaches toward a cat whose ears are already screaming not right now. And then there's the one almost every single cat owner gets wrong, the belly. Your cat rolls onto their back, paws in the air, belly fully exposed, looking up at you with what seems like the most innocent invitation in the world. You reach down to rub it, and suddenly there's a very fast paw wrapped around your wrist, and a very confused you. Here's the truth. An exposed belly does not mean please pet me here. It means I trust you completely. It's the single most vulnerable position a cat can physically put themselves in, every vital organ exposed. Zero ability to defend themselves in that split second if something went wrong. A cat does not do that around something they consider a threat. They do it around something they consider safe. That's why petting it often triggers an automatic defensive reflex, even from a cat who trusts you completely. It's not a contradiction. That spot is instinctively guarded no matter how relaxed your cat feels, the same way you might flinch if someone touched a ticklish spot even while laughing. Your cat isn't rejecting you. Their body is just reacting faster than their trust can override. So the belly isn't an invitation to touch. It's a compliment you're meant to witness, not act on. Body language is one language. But cats also have sounds that go back millions of years, and this next one is going to surprise you. You've probably heard it, that strange, stuttering, chirping sound your cat makes while staring intently at a bird through the window, jaw trembling slightly, eyes locked, completely fixated. Most people assume it's just excitement or frustration at not being able to reach the bird. The real explanation is more interesting. Many experts believe that chattering sound mimics the kill bite, the quick, precise jaw movement a cat uses to deliver a killing bite to prey. It's believed to be a deeply instinctive hunting response, triggered purely by the sight of potential prey, whether or not your cat has ever hunted anything in their life. Some researchers even suspect it might be an attempt to mimic bird sounds themselves, a kind of lure. Think about what that means. Your domestic house cat, the one currently asleep on your favourite sweater, still has hunting instincts powerful enough to fire off completely on their own, just from watching a bird through a pane of glass. That sound is millions of years of evolution playing out in real time, in your living room, over something as small as a sparrow on a windowsill. Now here's a behaviour that reveals something most owners in multi-pet or multi-person homes have never consciously noticed. If you live with more than one person, pay attention next time your cat walks into a room. Watch who they go to first. It's never random. Cats are remarkably selective about where they invest their social energy. They move toward the person whose presence feels most predictable, whose scent is most comforting, and whose energy makes them feel the safest, not necessarily the person who feeds them the most, and not necessarily the person who plays with them the most. The person a cat consistently approaches first, across many different situations and over time, is the person that cat has quietly chosen as their primary bond. That small 3-second walk across a room tells you exactly how your cat has ranked every relationship in their life. Now let's talk about trust, because cats show it in ways that look like the exact opposite of trust. When your cat is done being petted, they don't sprint away. They walk slowly, deliberately, and often sit down nearby with their back turned toward you. Most owners take this personally. It feels like rejection, like the cat is annoyed and walking off in a huff. But in feline communication, it means almost the opposite. A cat who feels threatened never turns their back on the source of that threat. They keep their eyes locked on it, because turning away would mean losing the ability to react. A cat who turns their back on you and simply sits there, at ease, is telling you something specific. I don't need to watch you. I already know I'm safe. There's a second, quieter version of this same trust signal, the slow blink. Your cat looks directly at you and closes their eyes slowly, deliberately, holding the closed position for a beat longer than a normal blink, before opening them again. Some behaviourists call it a cat kiss. It's a signal so vulnerable, deliberately closing your eyes in front of another creature, that cats generally only offer it to people and animals they feel completely at ease around. A turned back and a slow blink are both your cat's quiet way of saying the exact same thing. You're not a threat. You're home. Trust during the day is one thing, but what your cat does at 3 a.m. is a whole different story. You wake up at 3 a.m. Your cat is sitting inches from your face, completely still, staring directly at you. For a lot of people, that's mildly terrifying. Here's what's actually happening. Cats are naturally more alert during dawn, dusk, and quiet nighttime hours. It's built into their biology. Many animal behaviourists believe cats often watch over sleeping family members during these hours, as a form of protective, guarding behaviour, especially the household member they feel most bonded to. Your cat isn't plotting anything. In a home with multiple pets, the one who consistently sleeps closest to you and checks on you at night is almost always the one who's quietly appointed themselves your protector. You've had a tiny, furry bodyguard on night shift this entire time, and you never even knew it. Now here's one that flips almost everything most people think they know about purring. Purring is almost universally read as a sign of happiness, and often it is. But that's only half the picture. Cats also purr when they're stressed, injured, sick, or even, in some cases, while dying. Researchers believe the specific frequency range of a cat's purr may actually help calm them, and even support healing in bones and soft tissue. In other words, purring might not just be a form of communication, it may double as a kind of self-soothing, self-medicating mechanism your cat reaches for automatically under physical or emotional strain. So the next time your cat is purring, look at the full picture instead of assuming everything is fine. Are they relaxed, stretched out, eyes half closed? That's the happy version. But if they're hiding, not eating, or acting withdrawn while purring, that sound might actually be your cat quietly telling you something is wrong. Knowing the difference matters. Now let's talk about the behaviour every cat owner ends up blaming their furniture for. When your cat tears into your couch, your carpet, or your favourite chair, it can feel almost personal. And in a strange way, it kind of is just not in the destructive sense most people assume. Cats scratch for 3 overlapping reasons: to sharpen and shed the outer layer of their claws, to stretch the muscles in their back and shoulders, and to mark territory using scent glands located in their paw pads. Every scratch leaves both a visible mark and an invisible scent signature. Here's what most owners miss entirely: cats don't scratch randomly around the house. They scratch heaviest in the specific locations tied to their most important relationships. The couch where the two of you sit together every evening, the doorway you walk through every single day. Your cat isn't destroying your furniture out of spite or boredom. They're literally embedding their scent into the places that matter most to them, the places connected to you. Your cat is marking your shared space as home. But sometimes grooming crosses a line into something that isn't normal at all, and it's easy for owners to miss. Cats are meticulous groomers by nature, spending as much as half of their waking hours keeping themselves clean. That part is completely normal. But when grooming shifts into something obsessive, licking the exact same spot over and over, pulling out fur, creating bold patches, that's a different situation entirely. Veterinary behaviourists classify this as stress-induced overgrooming, a coping mechanism your cat reaches for in response to anxiety, environmental change, or emotional distress. Not unlike how some people bite their nails or pull at their hair under stress. A new pet in the house, a move, a change in your schedule, construction noise nearby. Cats absorb all of it, even when nothing about their daily routine looks different to you, and their body sometimes shows it before anything else does. If you notice unusual grooming patterns, don't brush it off as quirky behaviour. Your cat may be asking for help in the only way they know how. Now let's talk about where your cat chooses to spend their time when nothing at all is demanding their attention, because it tells you exactly how safe they feel in your home. Some cats climb to the highest point available in a room, the top of a fridge, a bookshelf, a cabinet, and just sit there, watching everything below. In the wild, height means safety, full visibility of anything approaching, and no possibility of being ambushed from behind. If your cat suddenly starts seeking out heights they normally ignore, it's often worth paying attention. Something in their environment may be making them feel a little less settled than usual. A cat climbing high is looking for control over their surroundings. A cat curled up loosely beside you, half asleep, completely unbothered by the world around them, has already found that control in you. This next one is the simplest behaviour on this entire list, and it might end up being the most touching. Your cat was fully asleep, completely knocked out on the couch, and the second you got up to walk toward the kitchen, they were right behind you. You move to the living room, they follow. You head to the bathroom, and somehow they're already there waiting. This puzzles a lot of owners, but the explanation is simple and genuinely moving. In feline social structures, individuals stay physically close to whoever they're most bonded to. Following isn't neediness, and it isn't clinginess. It's your cat actively choosing your company over the comfort of staying curled up in a warm spot. Every single time they get up from a nap just to walk with you into another room, that's a small repeated choice, and they keep making it. Some cats take this even further, refusing to eat until you're physically in the room with them. In the wild, cats in social groups often eat together, and shared feeding time signals safety, reducing vulnerability while their guard is naturally lower. A cat who waits for your presence before eating has folded you into that same survival circle. It's not manipulation, and it's not pickiness. Eating without you simply doesn't feel right to them anymore. And now the behaviour this entire video has been building toward. Your cat has a dedicated bed, a soft blanket, an entire couch cushion that's essentially theirs, a whole house full of comfortable surfaces to choose from. And still the moment you sit down, they ignore every single one of those options and climb directly onto you. Your chest, your keyboard while you're trying to work, your face at 3 a.m. Why you, specifically, when every other comfortable option in the house is sitting right there, untouched? Here's the answer. When a cat presses their body against yours, 3 things happen at once, 3 things that no bed, no blanket, and no expensive cat furniture on the market can fully replicate. First, your body heat. Cats naturally run warmer than humans, and are instinctively drawn toward heat sources. But your warmth is different from a heating pad or a sunny windowsill. Because it's alive, it fluctuates naturally with your breathing and your movement, in a way nothing artificial does. Second, your scent. Your skin is constantly releasing your unique chemical signature, and to a cat who's bonded to you, that scent is one of the most comforting things in their entire world. Third, and this is the part that changes everything: your heartbeat. Many experts believe that steady rhythm beneath your chest echoes the very first sound a kitten ever experiences, pressed against their mother in the earliest hours of life, surrounded by warmth, scent, and that same steady beat. Many experts believe your warmth, scent, and heartbeat together recreate the exact feeling of safety your cat has instinctively sought since the day they were born. Your cat isn't choosing you over the cat bed simply because you're warm. Somewhere deep in their nervous system, your body still feels like the first safe place they ever knew. Every time your cat climbs onto you, they aren't just looking for somewhere comfortable to sit. They're choosing the one place in the world where they feel the safest. Out of every warm blanket, every soft bed, every quiet corner of this house, they chose you. And for a cat, that choice means everything. So tell me, what's the one behaviour your cat does that you never actually understood until today? Was it the belly? The slow blink? Climbing straight onto your chest the second you sit down? Tell me below, I genuinely want to know, and I read every single comment. If this video hit different, hit like and subscribe, because next week we're going even deeper into what your cat has been trying to tell you this whole time. They've been talking to you the entire time. Now, you finally speak their language.